What's up, guys? This is Kephas, and we are back with more leveling in WoW. And we have made our way to Zanger Marsh. Zanger Marsh? How do you say it? I don't know, however you want. But we're going to continue our journey, leveling and killing things here. I like this zone a lot, actually. It's a complete, change from how Hellfire Peninsula is, because it's a lot more calm. And I have picked music to kind of go along with that. But anyhow, but you know, this is one of those zones where I will definitely be cherry picking what we do, mainly because some of the quests I don't like. That's kind of the theme with Outlands in general. Honestly, is you kind of tend to cherry pick quests because some of them aren't as good. So that's what we're going to do. Most of them are pretty fine, though. I mean, there's a lot of just killing things, looting stuff, and, you know, stuff like that. But we'll also continue to run dungeons and whatnot. So, hope you're still having fun. As much fun watching as I am having fun doing, for sure. This past weekend, I don't tend to share a lot about what I do outside of gaming and YouTube, but this past weekend I headed up to Columbus, Ohio, where there was a youth convention. I work with teenagers. It's one of the things I do. And we went to a competition kind of thing. It's called Fine Arts. It's where students get to display their talents, whether it's singing, musical, doing artwork, all kinds of stuff like that. And they go out there and they get to display their talents. It was a lot of fun. Got to see, I don't know if you've ever watched American Idol. There was a guy that was a part of it a long time ago. One of the older seasons, his name is Phil Stacy. He's a fantastic musician. I got to listen to him and got to see a couple people from The Voice, the current season. I don't watch these shows, but I do love music. I just I was never a big fan of reality television, but it was really cool. It was nice weekend. Got to spend it with the students and get to hear some awesome music and all that kind of good stuff. So it was a great experience. I love a good convention, especially a convention where you get to do stuff with the teens, you know, for all that good stuff. I mean, it's awesome. I am a Christian, for sure. I mean, that's one of the things about me, and you know, I love to help teenagers, for sure, and I love to see them feel enriched and feel blessed. So it was a fantastic, much needed weekend for me. I can say that much. But it's glad to be. I'm glad to be back here with you guys playing more video games. So it's a blast. You know, it's refreshing, and it's like everything I do right now is fun. Even though I have tonsillitis, that's something else. My tonsils currently are swollen and a little bit painful. I'm just kind of staying medicated. Gonna go to the doctor hopefully soon to get that looked at. So even though that was happening all weekend, I still enjoyed my time there. And even though it's happening right now, I'm still enjoying my time here. So it's not really stopping me from loving my life. So yeah, just thought I'd share my experience. Kind of turn into a vlog a little bit, but that's alright. That's what this is for, I guess. I mean, at least for me it is. This show is like, I guess if you want to call it a show, this series, this Let's Play is like, it's almost like, I almost just like diary or journal sometimes. Like, I just share my thoughts. They're just thoughts, pretty harmless. Share my experiences, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. So, yeah, we're having fun, you know? At least I am. That's all that matters, for the most part. I hope you guys are having fun too. One thing that I'm noticing here while I'm just like flying around killing things is how much flying just shakes up the rhythm when you're questing, because now it's like you kill, you loot, you fly. You kill, you loot, you fly. And it's not too different from mounting up, but it is a little different, and it's kind of weird. One thing I can say about flying is you gotta watch some classes, specifically druids. Because a druid, like, if I'm flying out here, I've already had it happen twice, like just flying around, getting from here to there, getting to Zangarmarsh. A druid will be in flight form they'll shift over to cat form, and they'll moonfire you, and which will pretty much one-shot you because the dot will kill you, and you can moonfire in cat form now, and either they'll shift back into flight form because they can do that, or they'll just drop in cat form and probably survive. So, man, druids, like the crap that you do just to kill a low-level guy is just so mean. But that's part of the experience. They just have the tools to get it done, I guess. What can you say? All right, we're gonna go down here. Like I said, I'm gonna cherry pick a little bit. I'm debating whether or not I want to kill these eels. I probably will, especially since we're just kind of waiting around for the dungeon to pop, anyways. But probably save that for last if I can. And I might go down to the bottom right corner and do those quests. There's an escort quest down there that I probably won't do just because this is a PvP server and that quest is just too long. I used to do it, but really it's too long. It's not really worth the effort. So probably gonna ignore that one, but we'll do the rest of them. Like I said, all about cherry picking. I didn't mean to attack these guys, but whatever. That's alright. I remember when this area specifically, what am I doing? Specifically gave me trouble. Like, I remember these guys really putting a hurting on me back in the day. Like, I used to regret it, but it's not so bad. Not gonna lie. I mean, I haven't really had to put much thought into it. That's one thing that's nice about doing a Let's Play of this is like I don't have to really think much, which is good for me, because I'm not much of a thinker all the time. I guess that's partially not true, but hey, sounds good. And yeah, so fun fact, fun story, I guess. When I was on my trip, we went to Chipotle. I love Chipotle. I can't pronounce it, but I love it. I could eat it every day of my life. And I was pretty exhausted because, you know, convention, driving, riding in the car for hours, walking all over the place. Pretty out of it. Didn't get much sleep. It was late. And I walk up there, and I love to get their Barbacoa, because their Barbacoa is just, I love it. It's fantastic. If you've never tried the Barbacoa from Chipotle, because you don't know what it is, it's just like red meat, kind of like shredded meat, but it's really good. And so I'm going to get Barbacoa, right? And I'm like, can I get 3 Barbacoa hot dogs? And the dude just kind of like looks at me like, do what? And I'm like, what did I say? Did I say hot dogs? He's like, yeah. So basically our plan is this guy and I, we're going to like submit Barbacoa hot dogs to Chipotle and then get like money for the rest of our lives, because that's like that's the next thing that Chipotle needs to do. Because I mean, seriously, I'll be rich. I can do YouTube for the rest of my life and not have to worry about it. And yeah, it'd be great. Just because of the Chipotle hot dogs. So be looking for Chipotle Barbacoa hot dogs coming to a Chipotle near you. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I felt pretty dumb, but it's okay. What are we doing here? Hey, map, don't go away. We gotta. Oh, that's Naga. Okay, we'll get to those. There's one I need to kill somewhere. That's the eel. I just passed it up. No? Do I not have to kill one? I thought there was like a special one I had to kill. Huh. I must be losing my mind. Am I losing my mind? Hang on. Is it this? Surely it's here. Surely I'm not crazy. It's right here. Yeah, it's literally like right up here. I am crazy. Of course I'm crazy. If I wasn't crazy, this would be terrible. Alright, we're getting quests done though. As we go, you know what? It's like one of those things where we're gonna have a ton of quests to turn in, and we'll probably level up before then. Hopefully there you are. Hopefully the dungeon will have popped by then. But hey, it's all good. If not, we'll just keep going. I think my path of choice here, I think what I'm going to try to do is to go through as much as Zangarmarsh as I can. I could have done a couple more quests in Hellfire, but I was just really getting sick of that place. But there were a couple more easy ones I could have done on the west side. But whatever. Look at all these guys thinking they're gonna like make a difference. It's kind of silly. But I want to do as much as I can here. Hopefully I'll get to 64 before we get done. I think that shouldn't be a problem. And then we'll head to Terrakar for just a bit, and then we'll head to Nagrand for just a bit, and if we have to, we will do a little bit of questing in Shadowmoon Valley. I do not like going up north, so we're going to avoid that, probably. And maybe by 68, maybe 69, I don't know, we'll head over to Northrend. So I think that's the route I want to take. If you want to see me go to a different zone, I know I usually do a voting, but it's kind of hard to vote in Outlands. But if there's a specific zone that you want to see before I get there, leave a comment and let me know, because I will make it there if people really want me to. So I tend to try to avoid some zones when I'm in Outlands. Northrend I'm not too picky on. Well, I don't like Zul Farak. I hate that place. That's the only zone in Northrend that I tend to skip. But I'll go there if you guys want me to. So, you know, it's not out of the question. It's all up to you. So, oh, there's our dungeon pop. Fantastic. Well, let's hope we get it or not. Okay. Well, that happens often. Too often, if you want my opinion, but it's alright. I tell you what, I love flying. Flying, even slow flying, is awesome. It still speeds things up. What is that? I always thought that these things, like, these look so alien. Like, I always felt like when I came to Outlands, it was literally like I went through outer space, because I feel like everything here just seems so alien and weird. Which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. Some of these monsters remind me of the Flood from Halo for some weird reason. I don't know why. The Bog Lords, for example. Oh, look at that. We just dinged. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, the Bog Lords remind me of the Flood from Halo, the big guys. I don't know why. They really don't look anything like it, but they remind me of it sometimes. And that was kind of a uneventful level up, wasn't it? It just kind of happened. 63 all of a sudden. Alright. I like how we're getting rep for a group that we haven't even really met. It's alright. This was the Outlands that... this was the Outlands. This was Outlands, and in Outlands it was like straight up everything you kill gives you rep of some kind. And you basically just had to kill monsters like forever, or run specific dungeons to get certain rep up. It wasn't fun. Apparently Blizzard thought it was fun because they put it back in Warlords, but hey, what can you say? I'm sure some people like it. It's not too bad, really. It's just, you know, when there are other things that you could be doing, you know, in other ways that might be a little bit more fun, it's just kind of meh. Like, I was going to do the Bone Wasp. I was going to try to get the Bone Wasp with, what's that group called? Laughing Skulls? I was going to farm up that rep. I ended up buying the Bone Wasp in the auction house and getting rid of my trading post. I was like, forget it. I don't even care. I want my Bone Wasp, and then I wanted to switch to a barn so I could start selling Savage Blood. Even though they don't go for as much. Still worth it. Still more valuable than trading post. So, you know, it is what it is. Alright, take him out. Loot all this stuff, and we got it. Let's head back. Where are we going? We could go over there to kill more of those guys. Let's go down here and work on this stuff down here. Dang, Alliance almost killed me. Gotta be careful where I'm flying, I guess. It happens sometimes. It's hard for me to pay attention to where I'm going around here. Alright, sometimes this little map thing can get annoying, like when it pops up for no reason. Like, oh, you did a objective. One part of the objective. Here's the map to remind you where to go. It's like, dude, I already know where to go. I'm here. You don't have to remind me anymore. But I guess it's not that big a deal. So, our raid team, I don't know, you know, every raid team has a fight. You know, that one fight that just, for whatever reason, it's just, you know, hard. Some other teams might find it easy. Some people within the team might find it easy. But as a whole, your raid team is just struggling with a fight. And our raid team is having trouble with Orgorger. We've killed other bosses. Hans and Franz, Gruul, the Beastmaster dude. Made some pretty good progress on the Flamebender or whatever. But Orgorger is giving us some trouble. And dang it, that fight. It's really hard for me because, you know, I can't see crap, and it's really hard to pay attention to where the thing is. So I basically have to spend most of my time focused in on that one thing. So, you know, that's kind of lame. But, ooh, whoa, where are we? What is going on? We in Ramparts? We are in Ramparts. You know what? We're already like pretty far into it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it. But yeah, that Ore Gorger is just giving us some trouble, and we're checking out a mod called Ore Gorger like Helper or Ore Gorger Tracker. I forget the name of it exactly, but it's something like that. And it's pretty cool. It's not like perfect, but it's all right, you know. And so if you are doing Ore Gorger and you have a raid team, the more people that have Ore Gorger Tracker, I believe it's Ore Gorger Tracker. There's 2 of them. You know, there are basically, here's the point. There are mods to help you with Ore Gorger if your raid team is having trouble with it. Check those out. But I'm pretty sure that they are more effective the more people you have with the mod, because they can work together to keep track of where Ore Gorger is. So Ore Gorger is a very unique fight. It's different because it's one of those things where it's all about, you know, situational awareness and your placement and the boss's placement on a very like maze-like, Pac-Man-like battlefield. So it's a very different experience, and also what is going on in this dungeon. Like, what in the world? Hopefully I won't die because of people not knowing how to play the game, but you know, nevertheless, I think we can handle it. If we can't handle Ramparts, we all just need to quit. Like, you got to be pretty bad to screw up Ramparts. I mean, Ore Gorger's one thing. Ramparts, that's just ridiculous. Sometimes it's just the new Death Knight tanks or whatever. Who knows? Or new Monk tanks. Who knows? But yeah, so, you know, Ore Gorger, it's a fight. It's unique. If you haven't done it yet, if you get, you know, and you can't go by LFR, never go by LFR. It's just, you know, LFR is, you know, not there's anything wrong with doing LFR. It's just that difficulty in LFR is non-existent, pretty much. Completely different fight in normal mode. Like, pretty much if Ore Gorger rolls over you, you're dead. I mean, almost instantly. You might get lucky every now and then. He might miss you. He might not take all the damage, but generally speaking, he's gonna own your face. So, you know, just, yeah. So it's one of those kind of fights where there's just not a lot of room for error. And yeah, we're having a hard time with it. For whatever reason, we got it down like the first week, and then ever since then, we've just been like hitting a brick wall. It's kind of crazy. But it's all right. I'm totally ignoring this tank. Like, I don't even know what they're doing. Like, are these people like fighting? I don't even know. I don't even care. You can read the chat if you want. I'm just kind of ignoring it. But, ooh, that's an upgrade, I believe. I believe that is, in fact, an upgrade. Let me look. Yes, it is. I want that. I got that. That's mine. I will upgrade that. I'm surprised my mod's not telling me to upgrade it. Here, I'll just do it. There we go. Oh, it did. I just got a little bit impatient. Oh. Oh, we are. What? Okay. I don't know what's going on, but... Okay. I think I got it. You know, like, there are certain pieces that I probably should pay attention to upgrading. And if there are pieces that I have way behind, I can't tell because I kill things pretty dang fast. I mean, my DPS in this dungeon, not that that really matters at this point, but it's not like it's bad. So I always laugh at people who link DPS meters in low-level dungeons. Like, really, guy? You think anybody cares? Actually, I like when people do it, period, because nobody cares. It's just kind of funny. So, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Speaking of, you know, nobody caring about your gaming, I love that people watch me play games, and I like to watch some people play games on YouTube, but I could give a crap less about esports. Like, I am so happy that Heroes of the Storm is on ESPN, and I think it's great exposure, and I'm glad that people are liking the game, and it's successful already. But man, I could totally care less about any of those teams and any of those tournaments. I don't watch ESPN. Wow, we just demolished him, didn't we? I don't watch that crap. I care less. I don't like real sports. I don't like esports. So I'm like totally just not feeling it. But, you know, hey, if other people like it, that's cool. I'm just not one of those people. But I am. Wow. Oh, what? Is this better? Is this better than what I have? That's kind of weird. We're going to do this because I don't have time to deal with it. I don't want that. I'll just create it. I kind of was hoping I'd get the cool spear, but nah.